Rolling with TRAINLI Tech TV, and with me today is
Christine McNary.
Well, Christine, looks like we got a big box here.
Yeah.
These are really cool.
This is one of our Jägendorfer collection trophy sets. And when you order one of these online, you can have a choice between the four gondolas or chairs of varying colors.
So you can mix and match the gondolas and chairs and colors and so forth. That's cool. And they also come with you can also
order the various little accessory people. That we'll talk about those in a little bit.
I'll show you how they go in.
And additionally, these come with a nice little power transformer.
So you can either do this battery powered or regular powered.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, why don't we go ahead? Let's open this thing up and take a look what we got inside here. I'll just put that up. I'll just put that down here. All right. Well, we got our instructions. When you're putting this together, the instructions will be handy, and also this video to see how it all goes together. This is really more of a scale model than a toy.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fair to say, I think they recommend, I forgot the page that they recommend on here. 63. You want to be 63 before you. So, like I said, this is more of a working scale model than
a toy.
Toy.
So it is also not something that you really want to leave outdoors. It's not weatherproof.
You can put it out for the day or something, and but boy, they look great in your house or on your indoor layout. And you know, when you run these occasionally, and you have them set up in your office or lots of different places to put these in your kid's bedroom. I've seen these. These are really popular when we do our ski trips in Europe. We see these things in almost every single ski shop and toy store and village. They're all over the place. And so we're one of the first, really the only ones.
I think we're the only ones in the U.S. that distribute Jägendorfer.
These, and we distribute them to the ski resorts and so forth. But they're also great for your model layout.
For your model, yeah.
And these come in different scales. We have the G gauge, which is this size here.
Yeah, the 1/32 G gauge, and the HO scale.
Yeah. And it's really amazing on the even on the detail on the HO scale how nice they are. So let's go ahead and take this out here. And the trophy set is kind of like the main one that has the
everything.
It has the top station, the bottom station, and pull this out.
Now, when you get these, they do require some assembly.
By the way, we have a little afternoon thunderstorm going on outside with some rain and hail and so forth, so you hear a little thunder in the back. Okay, so we got our pole wheel.
In that box, in this box, you should have the screws. Now here's the tricky part. Let me use the cutters. On each one of these and setting them up, they both set up exactly the same. One side is the powered station, and it's easy to distinguish from the non-powered because it has a switch on it. Turn it on or off.
So we set the bull wheel on.
Yep.
And it also wants us to start the...
Now, if you notice, there is a little Jägendorfer label on the front of it. that goes towards the outside, or the
Doppelmayr.
front.
That's Doppelmayr. That's the
Oh,
paper.
Doppelmayr? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Like that.
And that should actually also screw into the bottom, I believe.
Yep.
In the directions, it actually states that it's a 3 by 12 millimeters screw that goes into the bottom of that. It's going to be, so the one that goes in the top is the 3 by the longest one.
Yep. So the longer one. So you have the two long ones are for the bull wheel. And then we have these two. So we've done 1, 2, 3. This is 4.
The little one goes towards the top.
That one? No.
That way.
Right. So the larger opening is on top. The smaller hole is for the bottom, so the screw goes all the way down and then screws in. And we use
The longer screws.
the longer screws. There's yours.
And you know, one thing you want to be sure with when you're assembling one of these is you don't need power tools to assemble these. You can over tighten the screws and actually break them.
All right, there we go. Well, it takes a little bit to screw in, but now it's all nice and set. And this is just kind of like a little idler support for when the roof goes on top of here. And
Well, let's show how the roof actually sits on there.
okay.
We'll
We'll remove these protective films. And these openings here go towards the tower side, and then there's a little ring right here that goes right over this. And then these two holes here line up with these two pegs right here. Just like that. There we have it. So that's all set to go. The next step is to assemble the tower. And you can do this as a short tower with just one section right here. Or if you need a higher length, what happens is there's a collar that's right here. You just give that a little twist, it comes out, and then this goes in. And then we have these.
Now for assembling each one of these, we'll have to add the little lock on the bottom of it. And they do have a key. And then you'll have to put one of these screws in the base of it to hold it together.
And it is important to put these in because this keeps the tower from twisting when the gondola is actually running.
The base for this actually also screws together.
Okay, there's that.
So if you look inside, there's a couple of little notches. This just lines up with those notches and twists, making it a twist lock. The same for the upper section.
Like that.
Yeah.
There's our tower.
Now, if you notice, it's all nice, very solid.
All right, well, we have these, the stations and the tower put together, and we'll carry it over and set it up on the workbench and show people how to line it up. But so really important that these are anchored down to whatever surface you're on.
Yeah. The main reason is because they do have some torque and they can twist, but also when you start putting tension on that string, it'll have a habit to just pull these back or forward.
The cool thing is that you can this comes up set up to run anywhere from about 10 to 12 feet apart, but you can buy additional rope for extending it and additional towers.
Yeah.
And you can make this quite a bit longer and kind of go up a nice little hill
Up a pretty steep grade.
Yeah. But it's really important that you only use the rope that is meant to be used with this. Don't try another type of string or whatever. The reason is this has just the right amount of stretch and flexibility, but it still has a nice little grip for going around the bowl wheels and for the right diameter for the chairs or the gondolas to attach to.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stick to that rope. We have miles and miles of it. If you need more, we can get you more. So why don't we carry this over to the workbench and we can get this set up. You can start with either the base station or the top station. We're going to start with the top station. I'm just going to put 2 screws in to the workbench here to hold this down, and we'll do them diagonally. When you do your permanent installation, you definitely want to make sure that you're putting all 4 screws in. All right, now what we've done is we've just attached a string to both ends, the base station and top station. We put it on right here. And this just gives us a nice straight line so we know where to line up the center tower and the base station on the other end. We'll attach this center tower. This type of installation, by the way, is probably not the best to install on the dining room table with screws. This is the special cord that we talked about. Make sure you only use this. It has just a tiny bit of stretch, and it has enough, the surface of it allows it to grip nicely going around the bowl wheel, and also the right diameter and just the right enough of cushion or of compression in here for the gondolas or chairs to attach. And it's very important that you only use this connector for connecting the rope. And if you need to connect more, you get more connectors. So this is the coupler. It comes in a little bag. Make sure you only use this coupler. We've had people call and say that their gondola isn't working very well after a few months or a year, and find out that they have taped the rope together, they've tied it in knots together, and that will not work. So only use this coupler. Take the little Allen wrench, make sure that you are working over something so that when you drop this, it's not into shag carpeting or something that you can't find it again. Take your little Allen wrench and stick it right in the end, and it'll actually hold it quite nicely. Then you can easily start to screw it in to the coupler. All we want to do is just get that started a little bit, a few turns, and then we'll do the next one. Now we take one end of the string, give it a little twist, and push it all the way in till it stops. Then we tighten this all the way down. And you want to make sure that that little Allen screw is below the surface here, and that is kind of snug on the tight. Now we'll take the other end, slide it in here, give it a little twist, push it all the way in. So these are nice and flush, and give it a little tug. That holds it. All right, we have that hooked together. Now what we're going to do is Okay, we've put the string, the rope on here, and it really depends on whether the station's going up or down or however, on which way you run this. But right, so we have the rope coming in, and we go under these and over the top. You might change this if this is the top station and you're going down, then you would alternate these like that for the top station if it's going down slope. Want it to be fairly taut. So pull this back a little bit more. A little test run. If you have it too tight, it drags the motor, and if you have it too loose, it falls off the track. Want to make sure you look down the rope lines, make sure they're nice and straight. This is definitely the most critical part, making sure that you have a nice straight run between the towers. Now here's the fun part, is you actually get to put the gondolas on. So these are the gondola cars. This set comes with 4, so you can have 4 gondola cars or 4 chairs or mix and match. They also come in a lot of different colors. And for a small fee, we can actually customize your gondola cars with a name or logo on each gondola car. So we'll take this last one out of the box. And in shipping, sometimes it's hard to see. There's a little clear piece of tape here that keeps the doors in place. So you want to take that off carefully. And these doors will open up, and you can actually put the people in, which we'll do after we place it on the cable. So okay, we're on there. So and it's also important to keep even spacing on the gondola cars and chairs.
Now we have it completed with the base station, the top station, and one tower in the middle. What's nice about this unit is that you can make this practically as long as you would like just by getting additional rope and a few more towers to support the gondolas. You can also make this a chairlift versus a gondola, and both the chairs and the gondolas come in a variety of different colors. And if you'd like, we can actually customize the gondolas and chairs with the name of your railroad or logo on each gondola and chair. Now, this will operate via either a battery powered or there is a power supply that you can plug into the base station. This will be a great addition to any G-gauge layout. The scale on this is approximately 1:32. I would not leave this outside for an extended period of time, but bring it in when you're done running each day. What's really cool about this set is that you can actually add a lot more detail. There are additional accessories of skiers, snowboarders, and skis and snowboards that you can attach individually to each gondola or chairlift, depending on how you want to design your layout. The Jagendorf G-scale ski gondolas and chairlifts can be an exciting addition to your garden railroad. If you'd like more information, please contact us at TRAINLI, www.trainli.com. I'm Holly McLean for TRAINLI Tech TV, and thanks for watching.